basketball down under. Today we are talking about a player that you didn't know is a bust, but is officially an NBA bust. Now you might be able to tell from the shirt, but if you didn't guess it, we're talking about Zion Williamson. Now I know you guys know that I'm not the biggest fan of this guy after he shrugged me off in person.
These are for you.
These are for you. These are for you.
But this is going to be as unbiased as possible because we've got to start facing the facts that this kid is officially an NBA bust. Now I'm going to read you the stats of two NBA players. You're going to have to guess which one is the bust and which one is Zion Williamson. In 85 games, he's averaged 25.7 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 3.2 assists. Also in 3 years of basketball and 82 games played, over 9.5 points per game, 1.7 assists, and just under 8 rebounds. Now, can you guess who that second player is? That is none other than Greg Oden, possibly one of the biggest NBA busts in history. Now, why am I reading you the stats? Because if you look at them, they're very, very similar. The biggest thing that stands out to me in their first 3 years of playing in the NBA, both of these guys have played just over 80 games. Now, although Zion has got some nice averages of over 25.7 rebounds and 3 assists, yes, that's great, and boy, he's got a nice lot of highlights. This guy cannot get on the court. I don't care how good your ability is. If you can't string together 10 games in a row because you're too fat and your body can't handle it, you are a bust. Look at Zion. The food is fantastic in Louisiana, I can't deny that. But for that guy to put on what looks like nearly 80 pounds of pure fat, mate, what is going on? I'm seeing a similar situation to the Ben Simmons situation. If the people around you are letting you get that fat, there's something wrong, you need to change it up. Ben Simmons has got family and friends around him that's all too scared to say anything to him. Well, look at Zion, it looks like the same thing. If you had an outside source going, Zion, buddy, you're looking a little chunky today, I think that he would start making some changes, and if he didn't make the changes, that coach / outside source would actually make him make those changes. Now, I understand he's got bad knees, and heck, let's say the worst case scenario, he can't ride on a stationary bike. The man can find some other way to do some exercise. The NBA, they got the best quality technology. He could be in the pool on that treadmill that has absolutely no impact. But let's face the facts, this kid is way too lazy. Now, we all know what he can do on the court, and it is super special. He's really aggressive, really strong, and an absolute highlight superstar. Whenever he plays, it's really exciting because you want to see what he can do. But seriously, playing 85 games in 3 years of basketball, that is pathetic. Now, what really irritates me is that kid should just be losing as much weight as possible while he is injured. And I know while you're injured, you obviously can't do as much exercise, but like I said before, the NBA has much better technology than the average person. Zion should be finding a way to lose weight. Now, that can also start with his nutrition. You can't tell me possibly that the NBA can't supply the #1 pick of an NBA draft, a nutritionist and a personal chef, so he can actually lose weight and be in good shape. Like, we keep seeing him on the bench and the man looks absolutely shocking. He's looking worse than Santa Claus, and that guy has been eating for hundreds of years. Honestly, I don't even know what's next for Zion. This kid just needs to find a way to string together some game. He's got all the skills, he's got the IQ, he's got the explosiveness, and he's got the strength to be in a grown man's NBA at just 21 and 22 years old. Paolo Banchero is projected to be a lottery pick in this year's NBA draft. Now, if we have a look at this guy, he's losing 7 pounds a game because of some gland issue that makes him sweat like an absolute pig. He's doing everything he can, drinking solutions, getting massages in games to avoid cramps, and doing everything he can to prosper his career to the next level and not let that be a hindrance coming into the NBA. We look at Zion, who's also come from Duke. He's just not trying to implement everything that he's been learning. I want to see Zion play, but at the current level that he is, I'm ready to trade him. I reckon he's got some good trade value. You could get rid of him for a few nice picks or a superstar player, and you're going to get rid of that headache, because with those knees, it's just an absolute headache. Greg Oden is very similar to Zion for the exact same reason of, hey, this guy couldn't string together a fair few games and his knees were always an issue. He was a big boy and his knees did give him trouble, and Zion is looking down the same exact path. You can't actually come and tell me that Zion is going to be that good if he can't string together together more than 10 games in a row. Now, if you look at when he got drafted, that draft night, he actually looked fit and healthy. And compare him now, he's just put on a lot of weight. So it's not the fact that he can't maintain and get slimmer. It's the fact that it takes effort and he's just not willing to put that effort in. And when you're playing at the highest level possible, you need to show respect to the game, respect to the competition, and actually put in the work to lose that weight. Get fit, get strong, and get back on the court. Because Zion, we want to see you, buddy. We're sick of seeing your fat ass on the bench. Get on the court. But I can tell you the New Orleans franchise has got to be getting angry with him too. They can't win a game, and I can tell you if they have their #1 draft pick, that would help a lot. New Orleans, trade him. Anyone else? Don't pick him up. Make that man go a free agent until he can lose literally 100 pounds. Right now he looks like he's over 320 for sure. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with your friends, and I'll catch you later.